What the fuck is this tier list, boy? Alright. Go ahead, get this video ready, straighten out. Alright. Alright, we're gonna be going over this tier list. Made by DORA Bang. And DORA Bang, a great Japanese player for BBTAG and a lot of the other games, but he has been trying to do a lot more for tag lately. Yeah, that too. The ranks for this tier list is obviously different. As you can see, there's double S's and then there's a T. But the ranking between the US and Japanese players are entirely different because of the playstyles that differentiate between the two regions. I'm really just gonna stream this because like I'm gonna upload it in a video, chop it up, but we're talking about this tier list right now because it's cap and I have not seen it yet until now. Recently I've been in bed dying all day. All right, but now Tager is a character. He's a decent character. He's actually pretty good. There's some notable Tager players out there like MV, Mustache Villain, Kao, Kenpachi, June, what was his name? Jan from West Coast. There's a lot of good Tager players out there, but Tager does, when you look above him, he does lose a lot in aspect compared to other characters, such as like, obviously one of his best teams are Tager Wallstein, but most of the time when you play that team, it is a good team, but you can get counterpicked, so it can be a little hard, especially if they're playing like a zoner team like Adachi or Hilda. It doesn't even have to be two zoners. It can just be characters with good projectile tools that can shut him down. Even Lene, it can shut Tager down in a one-on-one situation. Lene can really just do whatever the fuck she want to Tager because he's too slow. She can punish his moves mid-animation. Can't really catch her either. You can use magnetism against him and everything like that. So it's really a bad disadvantage for a lot of characters for Tager because using magnetism can go both ways, to be honest with you. Or it just works for you or it doesn't work for you. You gotta have a really good game plan to play Tager. And you gotta be patient. He's like a really true grappler, to be honest with you right now. I know that the synergy tier list that I made for Lene, a lot of people do not know about. The link will be in the description below. But if you do have a problem with how I do these things, my opinions, so and so, the thing is, people don't ask. I remember some people were complaining about the Lene tier list and they're saying like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Nobody asked me, so I'm not gonna change it. Nobody asked me my opinion on it. I made that shit and nobody asked about it, so they can never hear my side of the story. But like I said, basically this is like, it really is up to you at that point in time. But yes, Kanji is not that great, but he can be viable. Most US players play Kanji compared to, I mean, most US players play a lot of like Lon said, we play a lot of damaging teams, and that's true. A lot of people in USA play characters like Naoto K, Carmine, Azrael, Susan, Yumi, Adachi, teams that do OD damage for no fucking reason. That's what really most of the time that for US players play. Even Razzo plays Hockerman Merkava. Hockerman does OD damage by himself. He gets to 2,500 plus more damage with a full charge super. It's just ridiculous. Especially Monkey, this character is OD. He isn't the best obviously anymore in like 1.0 or 1.5, like he was OD until they nerfed him to the ground. But he hasn't gotten anything ever since then, and he's still viable compared to other characters. You just gotta put him up with the right partners and he'll really be a great pick regardless for you. I see people play him with Azrael. See people play him with Akatsuki, Susan. There's not many Gordeau players that I personally see, but I can say that he is a pretty good character. Not the best like he used to be, but he isn't somebody that you should look over. You should at least give him a try. He is okay. His 5B obviously isn't the best as it was anymore in terms of hitboxes. His hurt box got worse on that, but he's still pretty decent. Really, if they want to buff anything about Gordeau, make him get something off of his command grabs other than a little bit amount of meter. Give him something off of his command grabs. If he gets a command grab, I don't have to worry about that. Yes, the next hit, I'll wonder why the opponent has more meter than usual. But in my opinion, you should give him something, a command grab that he can combo off of. What's it called? J A. This bitch right here, this move is fucking pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Same thing goes for his JB. His JB is amazing. So much hit stun. On the counter hit, it has a lot of hit. It has so much of a range. This whole little arc right here, it hits, and it's an overhead. It is a really good one too. When it comes to anything else for him, like you know, his JC is obviously okay. It is unsafe as hell, but you can do it in combos. It does a lot more damage, gives you more optimization, but it is not that good. The Hockerman players. We know what Hockerman is good for. One of the best DPs in the game. One of the most damaging characters in the game. Has amazing normals. 5B, JB, full screen, damn near. Yeah, it's a pretty good character. 5B, JB, hitting both far as hell, and you can combo off of it. One of the only characters that can cut through projectiles as well. Crazy. And he can walk through them. You can get hit by him. It is a problem for you if you do not watch out for this character. He actually has really good normals too. Great normals. A lot of good mixed potential too with 5BB. Just 5B, poke you, got amazing pokes. Can poke you real quick, move in, dash in, and you gotta take a low, a TK high, or even a fucking grab. Tick, throw, grab, you don't know. You don't know. It's safe. 5BB is safe because you can't just DP it. They can do a lot of things. He also has an air counter, which is making him really good. But I do not agree with him being this low. No, I do not agree with him being this low. Hockerman is pretty good. I can understand that characters fast can fuck him over, such as Lene, which is why she's higher than him. But in my opinion, Hockerman is better than Lene in a lot of aspects. Because one, he can cut through her Kugas. Her frame data isn't really the best compared to his in terms of range. Yes, he gets OD damage off of it. Even though he needs meter to do his combos, it doesn't matter. If he does have meter with characters such as Merkava or Gordeau, he does OD damage on his own. He does really good. But no, I think Hockerman should at least be in like A tier, bottom of A. Maybe high B tier, not that, nah. Lene, my daughter, she is really good. She's actually a slept on character. I think so, and I think she's a very slept on character. Lower than Noelle? No. Lower than Noelle? No. Lower than Tank? No. There's like a lot of characters that people like. They sleep on her. She isn't the greatest. Obviously, she isn't the greatest. There's characters that do what she does, but better. But she's not this low. Same thing with Wall. My team is apparently a low tier ass team in fucking Japan. Well, Lene Wall is amazing. Like this is where this tier list starts to become more and more cap, because why is Yang down here? Yang should not be down here. Same thing with Mai. So that's why I'm probably gonna do this. I'm gonna look in each row and just let y'all know which ones should not belong down there. Cause Labris is ass. Makoto is actually pretty good. Like, believe it or not, Makoto is actually pretty fucking good. Makoto does a lot. Her normals are actually pretty fast. She does OD damage. She has ridiculous damage. Her mix is pretty good. She can hit you with like 4 overheads. She's one of the only characters in the game that you have to actually think about safe jumping, because most of the time that shit can get stuffed by her DP. It's really good. You can do a lot of things with with Makoto and Yang. So the fact that they're both down here is kind of crazy. I can understand Aurier and Noelle. Noelle obviously is not that good of a character. Just overhead her. She loses the characters such as Wall, which I am surprised that like they're not even swapped together or some shit like that. But being the worst rapier in this game, in my opinion, definitely explains why she is this low. If there's no really reason to play Aurier, just play Weiss, even Weiss, or even Mitsu. Aurier just does not have what it takes anymore. Her normals aren't as good compared to other rapier characters, so she does lack in certain departments where she could be doing a lot more better. Her assists obviously are good. That's probably the only time you would really play her for a 4P, 6P, 5P. Her assists are really good. She's like a small assist bot basically. Mai just had so much movement, she shouldn't even be down here. Compared to other characters in this game, she has so much movement. Like, she should be at least higher than Liz to an extent. I wouldn't put her over Yukiko, because Yukiko's fans are actually pretty good. Her angles and the hit stun they got on them, like, they cover a lot of the screen if they know how to zone correctly. But yeah, I would not put Mai nor Yang nor Makoto in C tier. I would at least put Makoto in high B, maybe low A. Mai mid B, and Yang at least high A tier. That's all that goes for C tier and lower. To the taker's explanations. Moving to B tier now. We got Jubei, which is fine. Neanderthal, Yumi. Jubei's a good character. Got really good movement. Probably a better Mai, to be honest with you. Definitely probably a better Mai, and he has damage as well. His counters are actually not that bad, actually, with an assist behind it. They actually can be really good. But he does a lot of damage. He's really good at it as well. The Oki in the corner, like the simple Oki that he can do in the corner with just the 6-6, 4-4, like same side or left-right situation, like it's just it's hard for you to be able to block him as well. It's just, he got a lot of mixed opportunity. He got gimmicks. He's a gimmicky character. But even in CF he wasn't the greatest. But in this game he's pretty good. He's alright. He can run under a lot of projectiles, such as Lene can, like Ruby Gun Blast or Carmine 5B. A lot of them, both of them can really just run under, make neutral really for their own. Another thing with Mika should not be down here. Mika should at least be like high B, because Mika is a slept on character. All right, here. It's even? I guess it's even. I thought it would, there's no way. It's plus. Believe it or not, it is plus. It's like +1. It's really good. You can combo into it with like a high right after, or even a low. It just depends on which one you want to do. Ruby, wow. Wow. Why is she down here? Ruby, we all know like this shit's cap. Ruby should definitely not be down here at all. Blake, I really don't care about Blake that much, but Ragna is really good. Ragna should not be down here either. Ragna is actually like A tier in my opinion. Same thing with Yosuke. New is actually lower A tier as well. Just the bottom of B tier is cap. The bottom of B tier is cap. They got Ragna, Ruby, and Yosuke and New at the bottom of B tier, and that makes no sense. They should at least, some of them should at least be in A. Same thing with Mika being in high A tier. I mean high B tier, because I feel like Mika, well actually all of these characters that are under Liz are better than Liz. It's like there's no reason that Liz should be higher than a lot of these characters. Liz is not that good. Liz took up a lot of space. Like, yeah, Thanatos is OD. Yeah, 5B is OD. Yeah, 5A is alright. But if Liz is by herself, like, what was Dora thinking? There's no way Dora was thinking this. But yeah, it's like Ruby should be at least a little bit higher. Same thing with New 13 because Lawn proved that. Ragna as well. Yosuke could be probably high B, low A, but it just depends on who's playing them as well. It's the same thing with all these characters, like who's playing them as well. Susan is the same thing because Susan is a really good character. It's an uncle character. It's actually a USA one. Same, a lot of Susan players. Zero Shadow Blood, the bearded one, Hachi, Natastic, a lot of Susans, True Care, a lot of Susans out there and we all know why we play them. Susan, unblockable setups. Monkey also plays Susan, an unblockable setup, fuzzy situation, safe jump, guide press, good normals, big buttons, big damage, really good character. Way better than his CF aspect because all of his locks are unlocked. Like all his moves are available for him to use as special normals. So it's really good. Like New is probably the third or second best zoner in this game. To be honest with you, I think Batista is the best zoner in this game. If it's not Batista and New, it's Hilda, then Batista, then New. And like those zoner aspects, which is why I see why people think Hilda is probably the best character in the game. You can do moves like hit grab into a charged up super, you get like 3,000 plus more damage in your combos, do a lot more damage because most likely they're going to get hit by Merkava. It's hard to block Merkava. He got good mix. His grab is really fast. You don't really have high lows. You got a lot of mids and just lows, so there's not really no reason to be blocking high unless like he does his dive kick frame trap setup with his EX fireballs or just an instant overhead with his JB. But you won't really know that. Most of the time, how I fight against Merkava is I know that he can't go into his dive kick without stopping his pressure. Meaning, for example, if Merkava is using, if Merkava is doing a block string, he can't, obviously as a Eunice character, he can use reverse beats, but he cannot reverse beat into a dive kick. Meaning, if you're blocking Merkava and you gotta pay attention, because if you see him hesitate, see him stop doing something, then you need to push a button. You need to push a button, especially if you know your buttons are faster, because he, in my opinion, if a Merkava is hitting me, I'm going to block down back until he stops pressuring me, because that's when the possibility of a dive kick can be coming. But if he's not, like if he's just straight up running at me while I'm blocking, that's a guess. But as soon as he hit me, I'm blocking down back because he can't dive kick from his normals. He can't reverse beat into it. Yukiko, Four Sword Kirby just won the Van Street battle like 2 weeks ago with Yukiko Taker. So Yukiko is actually a really good character. Believe it or not, people slept on her in the beginning because she was ass. Now she's actually pretty decent with her fans. Her damage too, when she gets up to level 9, is like a whole nother character. Like that's a whole character now. Does OD damage when she is at that point. And her assists are actually pretty good. Like she can heal you. 6P is pretty good unless you duck under it. 5P is alright too. She's a solid character, to be honest with you. She just obviously isn't the greatest compared to others, but she has enough to distinguish her being this high. Just not higher than some characters. She is better than characters like Hazama or Yosuke, in my opinion. In my opinion, I actually do think she's better than Hazama and Yosuke. But people think differently. People think differently. Hyde's obviously good, yeah. Shirogane is good. Platinum, no. Platinum, I'm sorry, Faded, nah, dog, ain't going for it. Nah, Faded, Platinum is not that good. She has a good 5A, she has decent normals, she has good frame data. To an extent, she has good frame data, but not B tier. She is at least low B tier, not high. Low B tier, maybe high C. Maybe. Let's keep it going though. Jin, yeah, he's Jin is good. 6P. Ragna Jin, OD fucking team. Who? Platinum? No. Not lie. Her 4P is good. Her Halo 2-hit stagger. Man, I don't see it. I'm sorry. If it's not 4P from her, I can understand. But 4P from Platinum is a amazing anti-air. It's an amazing anti-air. Her Halo assist is good. That's about it, in my opinion. I don't think she's that good though. I don't. She do got, like, if you obviously lab her enough, she could be great. But it's just, in my opinion, I don't think she's not this good. Not fucking Hyde. Hyde Ruby good. No. Not even better than White's, in my opinion. Celica? No. Celica, you should be in your own little ranking, because like the fact that you can't combo without being full health, you are locked out of combos because of health standards. No, that's not a character. How you not a character at like 90% health? How? S obviously pretty good. Not as good as she was when she first dropped in the game. When the game first dropped, obviously not that good anymore, but she is a good character. Still got her instant overhead. JC is still in a not obnoxious button. 2A, good projectiles, really good with characters like Batista. She actually got. He's a good character. He does OD damage. He got his own destructive finish with his laser super. He does his job. He obviously doesn't have an anti-air. He obviously doesn't have an air dash. He's a 20k character. That's about it. He's a 20k character. But he should not be this high, but he should not be that low either. He should stay in B, but he should not be high B, in my opinion. But yeah, now that we're done with up to here and below, I can genuinely say the only ones in B tier that should not be B tier but higher is Hyde, Shirogane, Susan, Merkava, New, Ragna, and Ruby. They should not be where they're at. This is cap. Celica worse than Ragna? No. Celica worse than any of these characters? No, that's not true whatsoever. But now we're going to be moving into the good stuff. A tier. A tier characters. Now, Carmine, of course. Now, when we look at Carmine and look in just this A tier section, there are plenty of characters. Plenty of characters that should not be above him, such as Yuzu, Teddy, Easyoi. Easyoi should not be this high at all. I'm sorry. I don't care if you are SKD. She should not be this high. No damage. She's a worse Aegis. She's a worse Aegis. If you aren't playing Aegis, then don't worry about Izio. You should be playing Aegis. Stop playing Izio. Izio is not a good character. She has one reversal, one anti-air, and it's a special. Her DP is garbage, and it just has a vertical hitbox, and that's it. No sides. She can't really do much without meter. No damage without meter. Her projectile, her teleports are unsafe. You can mash on them, especially EX. She could frame trap you. There are frame trap possibilities with her projectiles and her EX teleport, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Aegis can get one hit on you and get 10k easily with one bar. With one bar. Better mix too. Double overheads, triple overheads. Shit, JC is really good too with Aegis. Can combo off of it. She has a lot of mobility on the screen. Her 5B and 2B really, if it's not Jubei or Lene, they're not running under it on the ground. They're going to get hit by it standing. They can't jump in the air against Aegis compared to Ezioi. So it's like, nah dog, this ain't it. Aegis over Ezioi any day of the week. Yuzu is good, but she should not be higher than Carmine. She can stay in A tier though, but she's not higher than Carmine. Same thing goes with Teddy. Teddy's good. Shout outs to MV. Teddy is a good character with decent mobility, and Bear Screw with the disjointed hitbox on his 5P as well. He has a lot of necessities, and I know Teddy. I know people in Japan always used to gas Teddy and Hilda when they first dropped. They thought Teddy was always good, so I am not surprised that he is up there. But it just depends. Japan always liked Teddy though. Akihiko is a USA character with nothing but damage. With players like Hachi, Shane, Price, a lot of characters, a lot of people. And I just realized with the fact that Ragna and Ruby are in B tier and Yofave won Frosty's Arc Revo with that, it's wild. And Dora Bang knows Yofave. It's crazy. Batista's okay. Akatsuki is a corny ass character, but he does deserve to be up there. He is a good character, even though he is corny. Mitsu is also good, the best rapier in the game with that instant overhead. JB, Don Cisco, Kraken Atkins, Eon, all of them can tell you everything about Mitsu that would make her keep her place. She has not been touched. She's been power crept and she is still good. Her lariats, full screen, comboable, good lows. She just has great normals and everything like that. Like she's a good character still. She has not been touched. She just been power crept. Don't get it twisted. Heart, we all know Heart's a problem. Duck at her. Cream Python. Sploogey McNoodle or something like that. Master CJ. Master CJ. There's a lot of hard players. Bearded one. A lot of hard players in my head, but I can't think of them right now. But yeah, Heart obviously is an amazing character. Like we all know that. Misty Eater as well. Misty Eater. Heart is a beautiful character, man. It's just like Heart is just ridiculous. She needs a rework. They dropped her in this game, and that was a problem. She needs a rework. She's a problem. Instant backdashes with instant homing backdashes with full body involved. Full body involved. And can dodge at will. At will. Anytime. That's cap. That's cap. I was about to say my boy Taker better not be getting called bottom tier. Got his own tier. He's ass. Taker's ass. Tager is only bottom. The only thing with Tager is that you can't put him in a tier because he's good. But the only reason that makes him bad is because he can get counterpicked. That's it. That's it. He has no answer to his counterpicks. That's his main problem. Tager, in my opinion, that's his main problem. Tager is a good character. He has good things, obviously. Cal, MV, Kenpachi, like I've said this before, he has good things. Spark Bolt, amazing. The fucking, when he does that shit, amazing. But fucking against Hilda, no. Rachel, no. Lene, no. Nine, no. Like, it's just impossible. He has no answer to his counterpicks. That's the only issue. But yeah, back to A tier. A tier is all types of messed up, except with the ordering. Yeah, other than that, there's not much I can really complain about A tier. It has the right characters. It just doesn't have, you know, the right fucking things in the actual places. They put them all everywhere. So it just depends on the character too. But yeah, in my opinion, A tier is all types of just scrambled up and mixed up, to be honest. Man, I hate fucking being sick, bro. Can't stand it. All right. S tier. S tier. My last notes on A tier, with it being Yuzu, should be at the bottom of A tier. Teddy can stay there because I don't play Teddy at much. Japanese players do, so they can obviously say that he will be that good. But Izuyoi should be at least in B tier, and replace Izuyoi with characters like Ruby or Ragna, or even Hyde. Like, just replace her. She shouldn't even be up here in the first place at all. I'm sorry, at all. Yumi is obviously a good fucking character. Snowbird, 5A, 214, 236, anything. Like, Yumi is a good character. She should at least be an S. And this is where most of the problems started happening. Right here, where people think that Yumi in Japan, Yumi is worse than Azriel. That is a travesty. That is a travesty. That is not true. Don't believe this. This character, Azriel, obviously decent. He's good. But the only thing that makes him worse than Yumi is him having to have no dash. That's it. He has no dash, which makes Yumi better than him. Why is that the case? When Azriel 6'6" or 4'4", you have to actually do that. You actually have to get out of block, push a button, and an animation happens. Your dash has a recovery, your dash has a startup, your dash has an ender. Frame data. It has frame data. And his frame data on his dash is the reason that makes the matchup with Yumi a lot harder, because he cannot dash around Yumi. Yumi has 5AA, and 5AA will catch either if she whiffs her throwing her fan, I might as well just pull it up just to let y'all understand. But if she whiffs this button right here, Shiki approved, redacted. If she throw this button out and she whiffs, and imagine Azriel dashing right here, and she whiffs and he dodges it, he will get hit by this move, because she will autocorrect, because it is an auto combo. She will autocorrect, and she will turn around and smack his ass for a amazing starter that will do a lot of damage, which is the main issue. and then into this. That's not good at all. This button as well. Not just it being 5C, but I'm so glad Dust Swoop shows this, because this is it. It's 3 frames. Three animation frames, and that's it. You have the actual happening of the 5C. You have this time period right here to do something about it. Right here. Because as soon as she's right here, you're already getting hit. That's not good at all. JA, JB, obviously good. JC, got him. Same side, crosses up, can take the corner. Crosses up, can take the corner. You can't combo off of it, thank God. But it's like, it's so good. That button is cursed. 18 frames startup, and it can be safe. Partnered, spaced correctly. It can be safe. It can. It isn't, but it can be safe if used at the right time. Great anti-air, great 2A obviously. 4A is a busted ass button. It's an anti-air too. Good character, obviously. Should not be right here under Teddy at all. Snowbird over items any day. But let's just move on to S tier, man. 6 options. 6 projectile options. 6 with amazing normals, and you can't get counter hitted. That's wild. All do something different. But yeah, I digress. Chie, best anchor in the game. Chie is the, like, you can quote me. Chie is the best anchor in BBTAG. Chie is the best anchor in BBTAG. That's all I will say about this character being right here. You already know about Azrael. He should not be here. He should at least be bottom A. If they want to put him this high, he should at least be bottom A. Not this high. Not S. Neo, True Care, man, look. Look. I don't know who started this whole like idea that Neo is not good in the US, but that person needs to stop playing the game. That guy needs to stop playing the game. Like, Neo is good, bro. Neo is also one of the only characters that can do a double or triple fuzzy. Like, Neo mix is ridiculous. The only thing that makes her bad, because US cares about damage. I'm looking for this right here. There we go. I will read this, and I quote, as I said before, quoting Lon, as I said before, Japan and NA have different playstyles. NA, the risk is high, aka we don't give a fuck. But it values damage. Characters such as Susan, Akihiko, Kurogane, Akatsuki. Shouldn't Rachel be S tier all the time? No. In my opinion, no. And it finishes the game quickly. Yeah, TOD characters like Yumi, Susan, like he's right. We do have characters like that. Even Ragna and Ruby and characters like that do a lot of damage. Like, that's, US is known for damaging stuff. Like, that's what we are. That's what we're known for. Even if the damage is low, for Japan, even if the damage is low, they value stable play, which is why characters such as Hilda, Rachel, Neo, Izuyoi, or high tier Batista, Mitsu, like characters with low damage are high tier because of this quote in general. In Japan, what's going to kill us? The thing is, I love my boys that are going to be on the US team, but they're going to lose. I'm sorry, but I'm going to put my money on Japan for one reason. LAN. No one has new matchup experience. The thing is, no one has new matchup experience. So many people play the same teams in the US, which is what's going to be our downfall. Because they don't play, we don't have characters nor players that is just OD at some of these characters. Obviously, I can go down the line. Hilda, Flower Man, Adachi, anybody. Seth, Master CJ, Raiden, Serene, Luna, Serene with Rachel, Nine, Flower Man, Kiyomi, Kurogane, Caterade, Garfield, Narukami, once again, Faded, anybody. Anybody can use Narukami. Neo is just True Care. And Neo Ice Cream, Neapolitan. Azrael, we don't have many Azraels no more. We're going to lose because of matchup knowledge. That's it. We're going to lose because of matchup knowledge, and y'all have to accept that. Lon is going to get on the sticks. And he's going to pick new Hilda. He's going to pick new Hilda. He's going to pick new Hilda and is going to fuck us. He's going to run through because no one knows how to play against a new and a Hilda. Except maybe Yofei, because he actually played against him before. That's another thing. Half of these players on the US team has never even played against a Japanese player. I, for one, can say that I have played against one. I played against Ralting before, and I actually have played against Lon before. I actually have, in a one-on-one, in a lobby before, in a room. I joined a room and I played with him. So I can say that he is fucking OD. He's OD. But yeah, it's just like it's ridiculous. That's what we're gonna lose at in that aspect, to be honest with you. We're gonna lose because of not matchup knowledge and none of us knowing how to play against these characters. And another, so much for watching. My name is Nube. I hope you enjoyed this review that I have done for BBTAG on this. Make sure y'all go check out this 10v10 that DORA Bang will be hosting on June 11th. Yeah, on June 11th. So make sure y'all go check that out. It's a 10v10 between Japanese and US players. So make sure y'all shout out to the best of y'all abilities on who will win on that note. Other than that, my name is Nube and I will see you guys later. Thank you.